Hey, it's DeagleBeagle, and let me see if Jamie Boyd actually made a guide about Gallade or not. I think he did. So I'll just show you some of what he put. Okay, choice scarf with these moves. I could kind of understand that. Rock slide. I don't know. For flinches, yeah, and for Talonflame, whatever. But okay. Now wait a minute. What did he change? Ice Punch. Yeah, Ice Punch is a good move. Icy Wind, I suppose, is a good move. You could use Icy Wind with it. And then Imprison Trick Room. I think he might have deleted my. Nah, maybe he didn't delete my comment. But I think he did delete one of my other comments, or someone else did, when I said I wouldn't use Imprison Trick Room with any Pokemon that can be fake outed. Like, unless you want to use Tera Ghost, but even then I wouldn't, because then you have to bust a Tera for the fake out. So I would never recommend a Pokemon that has Imprisoned Trick Room that can be fake outed. So you need either Inner Focus or Ghost type or something like that. So I think that I don't agree with this recommendation. When I used Imprisoned Trick Room, it was with Jellicent or Chandelure historically, and it did very well. So that's probably the worst set out of all of them. But he does make some good guides. Razor Claw is a good idea, but it's not a guaranteed crit. I think it's like a 50% chance to crit with Psycho Cut and Leaf Blade with Razor Claw. So, because it's 2 stages instead of 3. So, personally, that's a little bit low for me to sacrifice a whole item and stuff for it. But you could, I suppose, do that. And then let's see. So I'm gonna cover some of my ideas. I've never seen someone this generation or for a long time use Endure Reversal, but I think it could be really good. Oh yeah, by the way, Jamie Boyd does make some good. He does come up with some good ideas on how to use Pokemon. Maybe I'm too critical of him. I just have different opinions and preferences, and I'm really into team building. That's what I specialize in, not so much battling, but team building. Okay, so it has to all make sense. Endure Reversal. The reversal has 200 power when you're. I don't know why they nerfed it. Maybe to make the math. I was going to say to make the math make more sense, but to me this makes less sense. Those numbers are weird, like 67.19% specifically, less than or greater than is 20 power. Okay, so generally this is not going to do very much damage with reversal. The only time it would do more than Sacred Sword is if you have like less than 10% HP. So that's like, might as well just use Endure with it, otherwise reversal is just useless. I think they should have buffed it. And considering how Rage Fist is like 350 power and you can get it way higher than that usually without having to use Endure or anything. So maybe they need to buff it. I don't know. But it's still really good. 200 power with the Salac Berry, so now you're faster than really any Pokemon in the game, unless it's like a Choice Scarf or Dragapult or Swift Swimmer or something. But I mean, without a boost, it's nearly the fastest Pokemon in the game, even though Priority and stuff can still outspeed it, or if they have Trick Room up. But generally, this would outspeed almost everything, and Reversal would have 200 power, which is a lot more than the normal 90. So 200 plus Stab is a lot. And then you can Tera Fighting it too. So at one shot, almost anything, even if it resisted Reversal, unless it's like 4 times resistant or immune, it would probably one shot. Because it does have a lot of attack, and you don't even need Jolly with it. Because Jolly would only be for like Scarfers maybe, or Dragapult generally. Or low speed like Swiss Swimmers, like maybe not even Dreadnought would outspeed that, 126 speed times 2. So I would just go adamant with it, and I don't let me go to Life Orb first. I prefer Life Orb with it. Generally speaking, Life Orb is probably the best because you can use either Trick Room or Wide Guard in this slot and use Sacred Sword, Psycho Cut, and Ice Punch. Normally one-shots Garchomps and other Pokemon that resist fighting or don't resist fighting or Psychic necessarily, but just are 4 times weak to ice. Well, normally they do resist one of those 2 moves, but I mean, let me show you something. Garchomp would probably be the most notable Pokemon to use Ice Punch for. Ice Punch. So Life Orb would for sure one-shot with Jolly, but I don't think you need Jolly. But without Life Orb, let's see how much it would do. It would normally one-shot Garchomp even without Life Orb, so you don't necessarily need Life Orb for it. It would do more though if they were to Terra Ground and Ice Punch. I mean, Life Orb's just good in general. I mean, also for like, let's look at the Dondozo matchup. That would be one of the main reasons to use this type of Life Orb or Band